What is going on, guys? How are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is George, and in today's video we'll be having a look at a watch from Starking. It's been some time since I haven't reviewed a watch from Aliexpress, partly because I was a bit busier doing other things and partly because I haven't bought that many watches from Aliexpress. I did pick up a couple apart from this one on the 11th of the 11th sale that I'm still waiting on, so stick around if you don't want to miss those two videos. Now, the one that we're going to have a look at today, in my opinion, had some really big shoes to fill, because if you do remember a while back, Starking did release that legendary watch under $50 with the in-house high beat movement. Now, in-house is a bit debatable because I don't know how much in-house movement you could be designing and still sell a watch for under $50, but then again, that's a story for another video. The one that we're going to have a look at today, in my opinion, started taking the right steps in the right direction. So let's have a look. As much as we all love a bargain, shopping from AliExpress has its drawbacks. Poor customer service, inconsistent quality control, and also the headache of returning a watch if this is damaged or not working. The thing that I liked about this is that it ticks a lot of boxes, and because of that, those things that I just mentioned don't matter anymore. See, for only $60, this is very reasonably priced for what you get. The specs and the finishing are more than decent, and unlike a lot of watches from AliExpress, from what I could see, this is an original design. Also, I think that this is a great budget dress watch, especially if you're just getting into watches. I left an affiliate link down below if you guys want to check it out. It doesn't cost you anything extra. AliExpress pay me a small finder's fee for pointing you in the right direction. One of the boxes that it ticks for me, at least, is the dimensions one, as it is, as I would say, on the sweet spot pretty much from all angles. With a case diameter of 40 millimeters, a thickness of 11.7, a lug width of 20 millimeters, and a lug to lug of 47.7, pretty much balances everything right. This means that it suits the majority of wrists, and with that thickness of only 11.7 means that it could slide under the cuff of a shirt very, very easy. Now, I should mention that the entire watch is made out of 3-on-6L stainless steel, so the bracelet, the crown, and the case are all made out of the same material, and also the display caseback, so also made out of 3-on-6L stainless steel. The case finishing is pretty well executed, nothing fancy here. I think they took a safer route with this one, so it's all polished all around the case, and on the top of the lugs you have a brushed finish. As you can see, it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, so I just kind of constantly have to give it a bit of a clean, but it does look really, really nice. The crown is at the 3 o'clock position, just push and pull with the Starking logo engraved on it. It's not particularly big or small, but it's not the grippiest crown, so if you have a bit of a wet hand, or if your hand is a bit warm, I don't know, you might have issues gripping that to wind the watch after it's been sitting for a few days. The caseback has a bit more color since we have that screw down display with the usual spec sheet on it. So water resistance, 30 meters, stainless steel, the model number, and sapphire and automatic engraved on it. Now, even though this movement is not the prettiest to look at, I still don't see the point of that logo in the middle of the display case back there. So that's just because it kind of puts off the entire flow. It's not affecting me too much as it is on the back of the watch, but again, I just don't see the point. The bracelet is another area where I think they went for the safe option, which is nothing wrong in my opinion. Oyster style, solid links, solid end links, and you have this butterfly clasp which closes very, very easy, and it opens easy as well with double pushers to release. You have brushed through the middle and you have polished on the sides, and you also have push pins for adjustments. I had no issues adjusting this, so it came out very, very very easy. So again, no issues there. This size for my 6.3 inch wrist weighs at 126 grams, which is just about right. Now, in the problem that I have with this butterfly clasp, and actually butterfly clasps in general, is the fact that they either wear too big or too loose or too tight, because there is no micro adjustment. So you are at the mercy of the links. So you either get it too tight or too loose if you kind of manage to get in between these links. This particular one is no different. Again, mine doesn't wear that bad, but just another thing just to keep in mind. So I did change it. I had it at one point on a different strap, so I wore it on a crocodile leather strap. The movement powering this watch is the Miyota 8205, 21 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and has a power reserve of 45 hours. Hand winds, but it does not hack. Personally, I don't particularly mind, especially at this price, and besides, it's a reliable, robust movement, so I didn't expect much in that sense. I prefer the hand winding over the hacking function, and again, we all had Seiko 5s and where they had none, so again, I don't particularly mind. One thing to note is that these rotors only spin in one direction, so it has that rotor wobble that these watches are famous for, and it spins like crazy. Now, it hasn't been very noticeable for me, but just keep that in mind if you do decide to buy this watch. I kind of want to think that I saved the best for last, and that is the dial. I'm saying this because, to be honest, the thing that drew me to buy this watch is that Geneva striping that they have going on. And to be clear, I would have bought this watch with any movement or any strap or any bracelet they would have had available for it. So everything else, again, is just a bonus. When you take a closer look and take in consideration the price, and you see how well this is executed, you just start wondering how they make money on these things. I like how they have that frame theme running around the date window, the batons at the 3, 6, 9, and 12, and they keep going on the rest of the indices. The Starking logo at the 12 with the brand name are more like molded in the dial, and also at the 6 o'clock position, the automatic is kind of done with the same process. I'm not entirely sure, and I wouldn't call it printed. There is lume on the hands and indices, but nothing to tell your friends about. But then again, given the style of the watch and the price offering, I wouldn't expect much. I think this is pretty obvious by now that I like this watch. The fact that they managed to get so many things right for so little money is quite impressive. This is why we all like Aliexpress. It's not perfect. Like I said, the lume is not great, but that's just me being picky. And also the hour and the minute hands could be slightly longer, but again, nothing major. I'm struggling to be impartial here because I like this little gem and I couldn't be happier with my Starking. I think it's a great little budget dress watch. After the success of the first watch, Starking had to present a package as good and as appealing. Now, I think they're actually on the right track with this one when it comes to price and specs and pretty much overall design. I had this for a few weeks now, and it's safe to say that it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Guys, that was my review of the Starking. Let me know in the comment section below if this is something for you, or if you want to pick it up, or what do you think about the actual watch. Click a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't so, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.